Welcome to the Puckin Stoner Dads Show with your hosts, Dusty,
all these franchising, all these people that used to fucking control
the Ginge.
Happy to be here. Looking forward to playing.
Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Check out our short form content on Shorts and TikTok.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome, episode number 21 of the Puckin Stoner Dads Show. I'm joined with the one, the only, the Ginge. What is going on, my bro?
I am friggin' happy to be here and exhausted from the sun. We took the kids to Magic Mountain today, and it was nuts.
That's awesome.
From 10 o'clock in the morning until I think we got home at 8 tonight.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's
And do you know what Magic Mountain? Oh yeah, do you know what Magic Mountain is?
No. What is it?
Okay, so it started out as a water park.
Mm-hmm.
And then when our theme park, Crystal Palace, got shut down, they moved all the rides to Magic Mountain.
Yeah.
So now it's like a water park, theme park, arcade, a mini golf. The place is loaded, and right across the road is a zoo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
all 5 kids plus the nanny.
Jeez. Yeah, that sounds like a exhausting day, man. So a big day in the sun, went and saw a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff. Good day with the family, though.
Yeah, it was great. I
Yeah.
saw something that was not great in the beginning, though. When we first got there was this couple, and this is Stoner Dad Show, all right? So in no way do I ever judge someone for being a stoner parent, but this got some judgment, man. I wanted to text you about it, but I just wanted to talk about it first thing instead. I saw these 2 parents outside of Magic Mountain. Their kids were all sitting on the sidewalk on their towels, just staring at Magic Mountain, while these parents were not even 5 feet away from them, I don't think. Maybe 6 feet, passing a joint back and forth.
No fucking way, man.
And I thought, okay,
That's
they're
fucking.
just smoking a joint
That's
before they head in. It's okay. No,
Yeah.
they were there for 2 hours. 2
serious.
hours smoking back to 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 back joints while their kids just sat there 5 feet away. First of all, your kids shouldn't even really see it,
No.
be around it.
No.
I mean, sometimes even if I'm out at a campfire, family campfire, if I'm about to have a bong rip, I've got a shed. The kids don't even need to see it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But to smoke that many joints, and I don't even know if they entered the theme park.
That's horrible. Like, I don't like. Why would you do that to your kids, man? Like, if you guys do that on like your time off with like your kids aren't there and you're just going with
and kids
YouTube,
just sat there and watched a bunch of other
absolutely.
kids.
That's horrible. You got that. You have to. You
Yeah,
have
give
to
her.
be better than that, man.
But with
You
your
have
kids
to
with
be
it,
better
oh
than
man.
that.
I smoke. I bought an ounce not that long ago, days ago, and I'm already on my last 10 grams.
Check.
I smoked a bowl this morning, and I didn't smoke again until I got home.
Yeah.
If I can go a day without smoking weed, so can you.
Oh, 100%. Oh,
Like,
it's
it
just
was for
like
the
us,
kids.
man.
Even me and my wife, we got a couple seconds. The kids were with the nanny. She was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, go do your thing for an hour." My wife was like, "Ah, too bad we didn't bring some marijuana, but we just went and chilled
Yeah.
and had fun without it." Like, you can if you're it's for the kids, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my rant. Anyway, on to the show.
Well, we are going into summer, and we're not going into summer. Sorry, we are
It
coming
just grew.
into the end of summer. Hello.
Oh, yeah, summer is over, man.
Yeah, we kind of had a little glitching there, I think.
Yeah, the McAfee thing popped up. It's trying to tell me to update my malware.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, tries to tell
All
me
right.
all the time. This laptop's
So
gonna die one of these days.
so aside from today and seeing totally trash parents, how's your summer been with the family? Like, what else have you done?
Uh,
Like, I remember you guys went camping, right?
we did go camping. How long ago was that? Like a month ago now?
I believe so.
Yeah, we were on the island. We were camping. Yeah, we were camping at Cape Tormentine, which is in New Brunswick, just on the border. And then we were
Mhm.
going across into PEI for some fun stuff. And then that was when I was sitting on the island at Sandspit. And I got a text from my boss saying, "Pack a bag tomorrow. We're going to the island." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And
I'm right
then
here right
after
now.
we were camping, I spent a month there.
Yeah, that's brutal.
But yeah, we got to the zoo, we got to some beaches. It was a pretty good summer, but aside from being away from work, how was your summer?
It was just it was interesting summer, man. Like, I felt like it was a very, very fast summer. Like, worked a lot and trying to spend as much time with my daughter as I could. Kind of went to like little weekend events. But the big thing actually coming up right now is my daughter's turning 2.
That's
September, man.
crazy.
Yeah, it's like holy shit. Like, wow,
I
where's the time
remember
go?
when you found out Emily was pregnant.
Yeah, right? Man, I was freaking out like so much. And then now it's like I have a 2-year-old and I'm watching
Holy,
this little human grow up, man, and it's so cool. Like, she's actually able to start talking now and like
it's insane.
saying thank you when you give her stuff and stuff like that, man. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's great watching them use their
Yeah,
manners. And
yeah.
other people always notice when your kids have manners too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. So yeah, besides that,
Just
man, we're
wait until
working the
she's
odd weekends. Yeah. So that, and then for her birthday. So Emily and I decided we're gonna go to the Toronto Zoo. Take her for her birthday next Saturday. Yeah.
Is
And
it
she
true? Do
loves
you guys
the
have
animals, man.
giraffes?
I believe they do. Yeah.
Oh, that's just not fair.
Right?
That's
So
just
like,
not
I'm so
fucking
excited. I'm
fair.
so excited to take her, man. It's gonna be so cool because she loves animals. She's obsessed with animals. Like, loves her dog, loves the
That zoo's a
cat,
great
loves the
place.
guinea pigs. Yeah. So like, I'm so excited to see how happy she is.
Oh, she's gonna be stoked.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait. We'll talk about it on next episode. We could definitely talk about that little adventure.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun to hear updates on. She's gonna be gone.
Oh man, I know it's gonna be chasing the whole time, and
Yeah. Good luck.
So What other plans do you have for the summer? Like anything else you're gonna do?
Magic Mountain's usually like the big bang before school, but
Yeah.
my wife was just telling me there was one other thing we had to do before school started, and I can't remember what it is now. Uh, that must have been a good bowl. Ah, fuck. I don't know. I can't remember. There is one more thing we're gonna do before the summer's done. I think we're gonna try to camp one more time.
Oh, that's dope. That's something I do want to kind of get
It's
into. Like we were waiting for Lizzie to get a little bit older. So now that like next summer, I think we're gonna really try and get into camping. So yeah,
yeah,
that's
camping's great. It's
not much else plans.
it is a lot with some.
Yeah. So
Summer's what
big,
it's school here starts at September 3rd, so summer's basically like 5 minutes done.
yeah, September 3rd here as well. It's
Oh,
crazy,
okay.
man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
oh, that's awful.
Like I bet you're so excited for the kids to be back in school too at the same time, but
Oh yeah, man.
yeah,
Yeah, you should have saw
it's that
Ben
time.
though, because he just finished kindergarten.
Oh shit,
So
eh?
he thought he was done school. He thought he was
Oh,
done. He
oh,
thought he did his year. It was
yeah,
awful, and he was free. And then I was like, "So
yeah,
you ready to go back to grade 1?" He's like, "Grade 1? There's a
yeah,
I went to school already." No, you didn't, dude. You barely even dipped your
yeah.
toes in it.
Yeah, you still got about
13
12 more
years.
years at least. 12, 13 years, yeah.
Yeah. That's if he does them all right.
Yeah.
If he takes after his mother, he might have to go back a couple more times.
Huh. I'm
I think
surprised
she
I didn't.
graduated at 20.
I'm surprised with how like how much little I did homework sometimes and shit. Like,
Same here, but I sat beside smart kids.
yeah, I didn't do that.
I always made sure I had a couple
Mm.
nerd friends.
Yeah.
That
I just got
helps.
man, I was kind of a lucky kid though. Like I could sit in a class and not even really pay attention, but sometimes retain the information.
You got ADHD?
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, me too. That's what we're known for, yeah, is not paying attention, but
Yeah.
still hearing every word.
Yeah. Oh, I know, man. I've seen videos where it's like pointing signs out and you're like, "Oh my God," like it's like ADHD or ADD. You have like sudden
Yeah.
major interest in certain things for a little bit and you get like super hyper focused on that one thing. And then all of a sudden you just lose interest and go to
And then
another
it's
thing.
gone.
And yeah. And then
Yeah,
fixate
you
on something
start
else.
projects and you
Yeah.
start
Yeah,
projects
I
and
do.
then
Yeah. 100%, man. I
you
can
just
get like
don't
that.
finish them.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I feel like in high school, a lot of the bands I started were just ADHD products.
Those are some of the most
Like,
fun though, right? Like,
yeah, I'd be sitting with some buddies and they'd be like, "Let's start a band," and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I can sing, I can scream, I'll be in your
yeah.
band." And then like 3 jams in, they wouldn't be able to get a hold of me anymore, and I was like, "Dude, that was like 3 weeks ago. The hyper focus on that is gone, man."
Yeah.
Now I'm reading
Yeah.
about stick bugs.
Yeah. I'm bored now.
Yeah,
I
stick
saw
bugs
something
are nice.
shiny. I saw something shiny.
What?
Yeah.
Neurodivergent people, like the people who have normal brains must just be so sick of us.
Oh, 100%.
I
Like,
know my wife, she's getting pretty tired of ADHD.
yeah.
She deals with me and Cedric has it and Ben has it.
Yeah. We should get the Stoner Dads ADHD, but with like a lightning bolt, like the AC/DC logo. Okay, yeah.
That's funny.
All right,
Sweet.
so the long-awaited topic, big news out of Toronto.
Oh boy, did we call it?
I was
I
thinking the
guess
same
my
thing.
Matthews jersey is obsolete now because it doesn't have a C.
So I was actually took a clip from the episode we actually talking about. So making the new intro. Actually, shout out to the new intro. Right?
Yeah, the new intro. And it's funny because I'm super baked right now, and I was gonna say something about the new intro, and I
Right.
completely
Well,
forgot about it.
what do you think?
Um,
Add some new spice to it, right?
yeah, and let me just get some. So, the new intro. So, as everyone knows, I used to be a bit of a musician, a lot of a musician. Some would say I was a great musician, others would say I was a fucking horrible musician. I've heard all those things said. Um, when I left music, there was a very depressing time in my life, and it wasn't until I started going to therapy that I was able to get over some of those things that I was still stuck on. And Straight On Till Morning is made up of members that only met each other through me. I basically, I'm not going to say I'm God and that band exists because of me,
Mhm.
but we started a band, three of those guys, they're a four-piece, Straight On Till Morning. Three of those guys were in a band with me, and then I went on a my life is crazy because I've got four kids at the time and no one understands it. So I'm going to disappear off the face of the earth and ADHD myself out of here.
Mhm.
Um, and there was a bit of a fallout, and I still talk to a couple of them through it, but there was some, it was weird. So, yeah, now that that's all done, I extended a message to them. I sent a message to them and said, "You guys, you gotta let us use a song as the intro," and they were more than happy. And yeah, that is a pop punk band from Moncton, New Brunswick.
Shout out. It's a really good song, and it really works with the intro too. Like,
I love them. That song
yeah,
is tight and it
it
works
is a really
great
good.
with the
It's
intro.
yeah, it's a really good song. I'm so glad. Shout out to the guys for letting us use their song for
Yeah,
sure.
and not huge hockey guys at all.
No,
No, not huge hockey guys, but big ass stoners.
well,
Big ass stoners.
maybe we'll have to have one on an episode. Have a
Yeah.
little
Oh, yeah.
interview.
They're more than down for that. I could
That'd
probably
be
get them all in this room at one
yeah,
point.
well. We could do that, or we could have them all in. We can do something, man. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Interviewing all those guys.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
can
They're
talk about old
already invested.
times. Yeah, that's sick. Shout out to those guys then.
But yeah, I don't know the singer at all.
No?
No, I've never even met him, but I know both guitarists. I know their drummer. No, they're not. They're not a four-piece. They're a five-piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've got a whole other member. Because Buddy who plays guitar, he drummed for us.
Oh yeah.
And then in that band, he plays guitar, and they've got a different drummer named Pat, I think. But yeah, they're all great dudes. I've never met the vocalist, but if I know the rest of them the way I think I do, he's just as cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome news.
but that song is bumping.
Yeah, definitely. So as we're moving on back to the captaincy, because they're, ADHD.
Yeah, yeah, Captain.
Yeah. What was your first like what was your reaction, and then what were your first thoughts kind of following your reaction? Like, I know we said we called it. But like, were you still kind of surprised?
I was, yeah, I thought they were going to let JT ride his last year out. I was surprised they stripped him of it. I don't know. They say he was on board
Stripped him.
fully.
Yeah.
Some people said
Was
that it
he?
was his idea. I think he was probably a little miffed. I believe he handled it professionally because that's who he is. But at the
He
same
handled
time, it
it.
was
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I agree. It was time. It's Matthew's team now.
Yeah, it was Matthews' team even a year after he showed his butt. Like,
Yeah. Still. Yeah. Pretty much. He still said, yeah, like he is able to put the team on his shoulders, and when the team does, like, need something at times, like it hasn't shown up through the playoffs quite yet, but like you're also in a
people
time when everything's a lot tighter against them, right? Like,
people seem to forget though that the not this past playoffs, but the playoffs before was when he made a real move. It wasn't on the score sheet. No, it was on the stat sheet, but not the score sheet. But when he fought,
mm,
Stamkos fought. It wasn't really a fight, but for those two, it was a bit of a fight, and that's what you want in a captain, really, because I couldn't see Tavares doing that.
exactly. And
As
that
he,
was, yeah, that was my
I
issue with
think,
Tavares as well.
I think Matthews paired with the voice behind the bench being Jesus. Who's that? Anyway, whatever. The voice behind the bench being Berrube, I think we might see not just a grittier team because they were just as gritty last year. Like we've fixed that issue. There's still fucking they've got some snarl, but you got to know when to use it. And it's got to be when
They
your captain's rallying you. So I think he's going to rally the troops.
I think he is too, and you see the leadership factor in it. And when you're a guy, it means a lot more when you have a seat when you're telling everyone that's like smarting the fuck up.
You need a little more than a. Well, I feel like there's a real lesson there for us.
Like, to me, like, does JT come off as the guy that in that dressing room is gonna walk up to you, grab you by the fucking neck, like right here, and tell you to smarten the fuck up? And what the fuck are you doing out there?
See, I've always seen him more as like, man, snarl is not something you teach, right? It's something that's given.
No.
Like, there's people who, there's people like me, like my wife will vouch for me. I got a lot of aggression.
Mhm.
I just don't use it in stupid times. So when someone's being dumb, I'm the first one to be like, "What are you fucking doing?"
Yeah.
And
But
some people
see,
don't have
yeah.
that, right? They're more just like, I'm gonna watch this play out. And I feel like he's more of a quiet. He should have an A because he's a great player and he does bring leadership. Like if I had a problem in my family, I feel
Yeah.
like I could talk to Johnny.
Yeah. And you do want he's like the
And if
dad
I
of the
was
team, basically.
yeah, if I was having a problem finding my game, maybe that's a guy I'd talk to.
Yeah. Or your nutrition, or like,
But I dump the puck in, I skate to the corner, I see someone behind me, so I turn and I go to follow the play instead of be part of the play. I don't
yeah.
think he's grabbing me by the shoulder and saying, "Stop fucking doing that."
Yeah. Or is he or is he gonna be the guy that's gonna have your back? I
Yeah,
get fucking laid out on that ice. Like, your captain shouldn't be the first one in
but
to
if he's
that,
on the
right?
ice, he should be in.
He should be in there 100%, and if he is
And
the
if he's
first
on
one
the
in
bench, he
there,
should be standing up and mouthing off.
yeah. And I think Matthews is the guy that can get the
I
team
think
fired
he's
up.
that guy.
I
And
do.
he's not an extremely aggressive guy, but he has stepped up a bit and showed some backbone when you thought he wasn't going to. So I think maybe even putting that C on him is going to give him that little elevation.
It could. I think it might.
Maybe he was holding back before because he said, "Hey, I'm not the captain and some of this isn't my place."
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing, like, that's what I mean. Maybe he's the type of guy, especially when you got a guy that's scoring 60, almost 70 goals a year, telling you you can do better. You're not
Yeah.
giving your all. Look what I'm doing out there, right? Like, maybe Matthews is the only one that might be able to get the Mitch Marner back. Maybe Matthews is the one that can smarten Mitch Marner the fuck up in the playoffs.
And speaking of Marner and JT, you gotta wonder too. JT losing the C, is he coming back for a huge discount? Is that what he's telling us in between the lines? Because if he
I
comes
don't know,
back at a
man.
huge discount, then
Like I get like
Marner finds his game because Matthews is riding his ass.
yeah.
We've got a whole new thing to
So
look
see,
at.
to me, I feel like kind of a comparable to him kind of right now is like how like Huberto went and fell off like really bad. That's kind of maybe how I could see JT doing. Like even this year.
So falling off and then just kind of
Like, yeah, he's still a point player, so like maybe he might be a little bit less, but like I just I don't know. To me, it's like he's a spot there that we can move away and we can add something that works in the playoffs.
so you subtract JT, then do you think that you should keep Marner to see if Matthews can light something under him?
I think you don't have much of a choice on the Marner situation right now, man.
Yeah, I think as much as we want to fucking talk about it,
He's back on the team, and it
yeah,
doesn't make sense to trade a guy like that. At the end of the day, like I do think some of the blame for not succeeding has to be a lot on the captain. The captain goes down with the ship at the end of the fucking day, man.
yeah.
And look at the past. JT has been to the second round twice. That's it. Once with the Islanders and once with the Leafs. He is under that, man. That's his leadership under both of them teams.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
If you're struggling in the second round, man, the third round's not going to get any fucking easier.
No, because some easy team didn't slip to the third round by mistake.
Exactly. Like you're going against, and then all you see people this year. Maybe the guys they added this year, maybe they are that type though. They drag these guys in through the mud into battle, ready to go. Your Tanevs, right? Tanev and OEL, they don't shy away from that shit. Domi's not going to shy away from that shit.
Domi ain't gonna shy away from shit.
Like I don't know. We need to see a little bit of snarl. Like, who knows, man? These guys coming in, like, they have to be fighting for a spot too.
Also, like, I want to point out, we might even see something new with Domi because, like, the last time he was on a team for consecutive years was what, Montreal?
I believe so.
And with Montreal, he like bled blue and white and red.
This will be the longest contract if he serves it that he's served with one team. I
I
believe.
think you're gonna see some passion unlike any other, because like even with
Yeah.
Montreal, when he knew he was there for a bit, he loved those guys. He would do anything for that team.
And you
Now
need
he
a guy
knows
like
he's here
that.
for a while.
But there's still there's I think this year we're missing that pest still. That
Yeah,
is
because
something we need, that pest, man. Like I maybe it's because like that's the type of person like I am, like that kind of pesky fucking run your mouth kind of person. But like I feel it's like it is such an underappreciated role in the NHL because you're getting guys like that are pissing people off. You're throwing someone off their game when they're pissed off.
yeah, and it's not a Ryan Reeves thing we're missing. Like we're not missing someone who can hit and
No,
throw the mitts. We're missing someone who's a smart ass.
yeah,
We're
like the
missing
bunting,
someone who's gonna say something that's gonna make someone what the what? Like
like
we're missing a
bunting.
Michael
Bunting
Bunting.
was perfect. Yeah, I think you add Michael Bunting to this team, and I look at that and be like, okay, maybe that is something that is a game changer.
If Bunting came back to Toronto, Twitter would collapse.
100% they would. It'd be great.
Twitter would collapse. Like Michael Bunting is like a household name in Toronto. It's a fucking shame he got away.
I know.
He was literally like the next Marchand
Yeah.
or Marchand.
And now he's gone to Pittsburgh to die, apparently.
Yeah, along with a lot of other ex-Leafs.
Yeah.
And this better be important. She's just being dramatic. So, what the hell was I saying? God damn.
So with you mentioned the A, and we already know John Tavares gets an A. Like,
He is getting an A.
yeah, apparently, True Living definitely said he's getting an A or something like that. I don't believe the exact quote, but he is getting an A. So my
So it's
question
going to be
is
Riley, Tavares, and Marner.
that who you think it is?
Yeah, and they're going to find some way to rotate Tavares and Marner because Tavares has like
Or
Marner's my nephew kind of thing going on with him, and Marner will just cry to his dad until it happens.
or what about Tanev? Just
Yeah,
signed the guy to 6 years. He's the
I think
guy
he
that
would be
literally
great.
he'd be a great leadership role, man. A guy he's always willing to step in front of it and block a shot. And like his injuries are because of he's throwing his body in front of shots and shit.
Yeah, he'd be a good person to have as an A, but I just like, who do you take it away from?
Marner.
Yeah, I'd love that too. I really would.
Dude,
I just,
how do you go into this year with his contract like that with an A?
I don't know, but he's gonna
That's a
find a way
pretty
to.
leadership group, man. It's all new. It's under Berrube right now, right? Like, who knows?
I guess,
This
yeah.
is this is all new, people. Like, we didn't really get. I don't think we really saw the real True Living kind of last year. I think he was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna add and tweak and just see what I have within this team, and I'm
And
not gonna
then
go
make my
for it this
move.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he probably the plan was this whole time, like, okay, this summer, like this off season, and then the next off season.
Yeah, next, oh man, I can't even imagine. Like, and to look at goaltending,
Yeah,
like we're talking about A's right now, but goalies, that's another whole other issue. And it goes a lot
well,
deeper
like,
than just a letter on the shirt.
yeah.
Like we've got
So,
Stolars who has a lot of promise,
yeah.
and he backed up Bobrovsky right up to a cup. So like he's probably got the most promise besides Wall, who can't fucking stay healthy. So like this year, it's a big old fucking question mark.
Mm-hmm. It is goaltending is going to be the biggest question mark.
Like, do we see Murray come in and play 20 games and win 15 and then all of a sudden jump into the playoffs and we're in the third round and he's fucking standing on his head because his hips are new? Or
Yeah,
are we going
anything
to
can
see Dennis
happen.
Hildby come up because everyone else is pushing a wheelchair?
Yeah, anything can happen, man.
And then we've got that other one from he's on the Marlies right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're going to go over some of those guys. Let's wait on those guys. We're going to get into that. I want to talk about a trade first. Nashville,
perfect. Let's do it.
Askarov
Ask her
going
off.
to San Jose. Yeah, going to San Jose. That is such a great move for San Jose, man. Like,
It is.
it sucks. Like, Nashville had to give up on him, and they definitely chose, okay, well, Saros is going to be our guy going forward. I don't know, with
Oh no, my
goaltending
computer's
trending.
fucking.
No, you good?
Am I good? Can you hear
Can I
me?
hear you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So with goaltending, like trending the way it is right now, it's goalies are getting a lot bigger, right? Like you're seeing, it's rare to see goalies that are like under 6'2", 6'3" now even.
Yeah, they're
Like
all
you're
like
seeing
6'4".
6'5", 6'6", 6'7", you're seeing even.
Or like, remember when the monster came to Toronto?
Jonas Gustafson, I think his name was.
Yeah, how tall was he? Like 6'5", and now that's the average?
Yeah, I think it was 6'4" or 6'5". Yeah, he was called like the monster.
Yeah. And now how tall is Hildby?
Yeah. I think he's 6'7". But
Add skates to that. Ooh.
yeah, I know. So San Jose adding that young goalie, man. They're really adding and banking on this young core. And dude, if their guys turn out the way that like people are predicting, dude, San Jose could be like a deadly force.
I'd like to see San
Oh,
Jose climb back up from the bottom, man. I love when they're in the playoffs.
yeah.
It's existed.
Maybe it's,
It's happened.
yeah. Oh, dude, I remember them. Dude, they went
Yeah.
against the Pittsburgh Penguins
Oh man.
in
Oh,
the cup final.
I love me some San Jose sometimes.
Yeah. I love the logo, man. It used to be my logo, like on my house league team growing up, and like just love that logo.
Yeah. Their jerseys as a whole, man.
Yeah, it's a dope jersey. So I think just adding all that, man. I think if San Jose is that deadly, man, I'm definitely might think about making them my West Coast team.
I'd say top 3 in the West.
Yeah, I know. You got Colorado.
Oh, Colorado. Nothing can top Colorado in the West.
Yeah, yeah,
Not for me. It's my thing, but
yeah,
I would say San Jose. Like probably Colorado, Anaheim, San Jose for me.
yeah. Okay.
Anaheim has to be on every 90 kids top 10 teams.
For the jerseys, 100%.
Yeah, especially this
Yeah,
year coming back with that logo. I need one.
yeah, yeah, for sure. So I know you're excited to get into our prospects, so I think we should get into it then. So I want you to talk about a couple. We're going to talk about some goalie prospects that we're kind of excited to see. We're going to kind of see like what do we expect to see from this type of this player, right?
Yeah.
So people were excited to see going into training camp. For goalies, who do you want to start with? I got a couple. I know you got a couple.
I've got 2 of them, but I don't know how to spell that name. Crap. I got to look it up again because I spelled it not how it's said. I'm pretty sure I wrote Askarov by mistake. Yeah, I did. I have 2 goalies. Akyamov, Arthur Akyamov, and Dennis Hildby. Both of them 22 years old.
Oh, okay. So I got the exact same too.
We did that. Yeah,
Arthur.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got those two. So we can go over them. Those two guys. Those are pretty much operated goalies in our system right now, as far as I've heard. I know we are hearing a little bit about the Pecas.
The
Yeah.
KHL guy.
Yeah. Piquet. Vleshchev, I think. I don't know. I'm terrible at those kind of pronunciations.
Russian names, man. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But yeah, okay,
Man,
so
the Russian alphabet has letters that we don't even have in our alphabet. So how are we supposed to say some of those words?
yeah. So Dennis Ildaby, 23 years old, 6'7", 223 pounds. Had a fairly decent year last year with the Marlies. He was kind of starting hot. We did kind of bring him up. I didn't play
Yeah,
any
there was a
games
couple
on the team.
times.
Yeah, he
Nope,
didn't play
he's
any
sat on the
games.
bench.
Yeah.
But
What are we kind of expecting to see from him coming into training camp and playing preseason games? Like, what do you want to see from him?
well, playing preseason games as a goalie, I guess, like all you can ask is they stop the puck, but also I'd like to see some like I want to see a goalie that when they push post to post, they don't somehow end up at the hash mark.
Yeah,
It seems like goalies on the Leafs teams, as soon as you put a Leaf jersey on, you lose the net so easily. And a big body like that, like when he's butterfly, the net's still covered. If he can
yeah.
keep his position, man, how do you beat that?
So I like to say it like within like NHL. Like I used to play ESHL. I used to play goalie. I used to be all over the place on it, right? So like, that's kind of how I compare it to like when you are talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like what I want to see, I want to see him battle. I want to see him battle Matt Murray to be that third option if there is an
that'd be
injury.
nice too.
I want to see that he could be a viable option if the Leafs do go down a goalie because it is definitely possible with Joseph Wool's injury history. Can he come in and play 20 games or 10 games or whatever we need when we got Stollers being our starting
Even if
goalie?
you can come in and play one game and not let in 4 goals,
Just be decent.
just
That's
give
all
us
you
some hope.
need. Yeah, give it a shot to win a game.
Because I'm guaranteeing you, probably 5 years from now, it's Wall and Hildby.
Yeah,
Do we want 2 Swiss cheeses that are always in the ER, or I don't.
no. So that's why I know they were looking at like how can we change the way that like maybe he works out in that and like but still.
I just think like it's gonna be fun to see a big goalie like that, and when he's playing butterfly, the net's covered. Like if you can stay in position, oh,
Yeah.
he'd be a solid goalie. And that like I want to see him play and like feel calm, right?
Yeah, and that's why I want to see it too because he's such a big guy. Like at 6'7", man, you're taking up a lot of the net.
I just want a goalie where like when it's a 2-on-1, we don't go.
Yeah.
It's
I
hard watching
just a
hockey
goalie that can
when
steal you a game once in a while when the team isn't playing that well and that like getting wins when the team shouldn't win. Those type of wins.
another Felix Potvin or Curtis
Yeah.
Joseph or Eddie Balfour. We haven't seen that in years.
And that's what we're kind of looking for. So like someone step up and take that reign. Or is it Arthur? Arthur how okay, whatever we're gonna say. So he's
Akiyama.
6'1". Yeah, he's 6'1". So you guys think like, okay, 6'1", he is a bit like smaller, like for a goaltender now. But like can
Yeah.
he kind of transition his game?
Is he going to be quick?
Okay. Is he quick? Can he get a post to post really quick?
Yeah. Is he feisty? Like, does he fight through
Yeah.
traffic? Can he see the puck? Is his
Yeah. Is he
vision
battle?
clear?
Yeah, exactly. Can he battle? Can you get in those shooting lanes like to see in them?
Sometimes a big goalie, he's seeing over everything, and sometimes a little goalie, when you're crouching, you can see under
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. But still, with the big goalie, you could still take up more of the net, right?
But sometimes when you got that big goalie, I am probably going to stand up.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to stand up. Nope, you can't see me, so I'm going to keep sitting down. Okay, so like if you're standing up to see over the play sometimes, and then a shot comes off and it's low, you see that goalie out of position, and that's when he doesn't even move, and it just goes and ticks
Yeah.
the bottom of the net, right? And you hear it
Mhm.
cling. So, I mean, everything has its pros and cons, and we've got a small goalie and a big goalie. I'd like to see them both kick ass.
Yeah.
I'd like
100%.
to see at the end of preseason, Tree Living sit there and say, I don't know what to do. I've got 3 goalies who just showed me that they could all be starters.
Yeah. That'd be the best thing ever.
That's the best outcome, if you ask me.
Well, even if not, like maybe even seeing the tandem of Hildeby and Artur even like developing down in the minors, and then like say like Hildeby's the next guy up, right? That's that third option, and you got like Matt Murray. I don't know, like, do you have him traveling with the team?
I honestly think Matt Murray signed the deal just to be there in case he's needed.
Yeah.
I think he has no problem because it's either this or he wasn't playing anyway. I think he's got no problem standing up in that press box.
Maybe. Who knows, right?
He did it last year
Yeah, but he was also injured.
with
He got a
crutches, yeah.
surgery. Yeah, he got a surgery that he needed. So
He got that surgery, right? But like I don't think many teams were calling.
no, probably not.
So, a guy, yeah, he got a surgery, maybe he's excited to prove himself, but like even if he doesn't get the chance to prove himself,
Hmm.
I think he's an old he's not old. He's what, like 31 now?
Who's this? Matt Murray?
Ryan Murray?
Matt
Matt
Murray.
Murray? Matt Murray? Why did I say Ryan?
Uh I couldn't even tell you how old he is. Probably maybe 32. I want to say maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's 31 or 32.
Yeah.
But like he's got 2 cups. He's been injured on and off. He just got a
Yeah.
big surgery. He's probably happy to just have some time to relax but still be on a team. Sit
Hmm.
there, get the chance, go prove yourself, have a couple good games, then relax some more, get into it. Maybe, play a couple games where people notice you. Maybe he
Hmm.
comes back as a goalie for Toronto and it's a resurgent year, like you said, or maybe another team notices him and he gets a chance somewhere else.
Yeah, or maybe it's just like they have a three guys, just roll with 3 guys on the Marlies.
And that and maybe he does the who was our third string last year?
Oh,
That's
Martin
right.
Jones. Martin Jones.
Jones. I knew it was Jones. Such a stereotypical name. Um, Maybe he does the Jones thing where he has to come in and play for a couple months and he does pretty good.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I'm just baked, but we've got some interesting things happening with the goalie prospect pool, that's for sure.
Yeah,
The
100% we
thing
do.
is, I just don't really want to find out that it's another couple years of question mark.
Yeah.
Like I want the answer soon. Man, it must be
We
nice to
we
be
are
playing.
getting that territory for goalies, yeah.
Yeah, like it would be nice to just like imagine being like a San Jose Sharks fan who just found out that they're getting a goalie who's
The top
fucking
rated goalie prospects in the whole
oh
NHL.
man. Or imagine being Nashville where you're like, yeah, we just lost him, but we got Saros.
They might regret that trade.
They probably will, yeah. But Saros is still cool to have on your team, and he's got nice pads.
Yep.
Or like being a Tampa fan. Oh yeah, our goalie's Vasilevsky. Like, oh man, like, and we're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
our goalie is Joseph Wall, who's got a lot of promise, but stubs his toe on his way to the bathroom and breaks his tailbone somehow. And then we've got Stolars, who might steal the crease, or maybe he won't. You know, he
Mhm.
also, we might find out he can't handle the workload, or we find out that he takes the crease, and then, 3 months from now, we're saying, holy crap, we've got a really good goalie. And then you're
Yeah.
clipping this back and saying, remember when you said, remember when?
Remember?
Remember?
Remember? Remember? So okay,
But
so we got yeah.
goalie is just, there's so many,
It's
there's
so
so
many
many
factors,
question
right?
marks
Yeah.
and there's so many factors, and we won't know where we are goaltender wise until it's too late this year.
Hmm. Exactly.
You're right. We need that goalie that can steal a show.
Hmm.
And then we need some proper defense in front of him. And our defense this year is a lot better on paper than it was last year.
It is.
But we've also got some interesting prospects coming up that are defensemen too.
And I was actually gonna kind of go into that
Yeah.
right now. So I there's a couple I kind of want to see. I'm kind of excited to see what we have in Ben Danforth, the new guy, the guy we just drafted, our
Yeah.
first round or second round pick, was it?
Remy actually bet me tonight that you would have him on your list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it was
funny.
funny actually. Side story, ADHD, but I invited Remy over right before
Yeah,
the show, and then he was like,
yeah.
"Oh, 10:15, gotta go." He will not come on, man.
No,
No, I can't even trick him on here.
that's funny. Oh, so you told him what time?
Y- Yeah. When he got
Alright.
here, I was because at 10 he was gonna leave. I was like, "Oh, the show ain't till 10:30," and then at
Yeah.
10:15 he just left. I couldn't even trick him into staying. Like I was trying to change the subject and keep him fucking
Yeah,
baked, and then be like, "Oh, the show's starting. You might as well just hop on." No, he wasn't buying
no,
that.
that's funny. Alright, so yeah, I'm just excited to see like what we have in the guy. I want to see a
Yeah.
game. No, does he stand a shot at the team? No, probably not. Like it
No,
would be
with
the biggest shock to
the
see him on the team.
it's nice to be able to say that we've actually got so much
Yeah,
faith in our defense this year that we don't need the draft pick we just drafted.
yeah. Send him back down. Let him go
Let him grow.
tear it up in junior. Go play World Juniors.
We'd
Just see what
probably
we
have
have in the
more
guy.
Willie Nylanders if
Yeah,
we used that approach.
yeah.
Like I bet you some players that anyway. Yeah, who else do you got on your list for defensemen?
So I got a defenseman that we acquired last year. Really big. Cade Weber.
Ah, nice.
He's standing at 6'6", 194 pounds. I'm
Big.
kind coming out of university. Uh he won the defensive defenseman of the year. I was drafted by the Carolina Hurricanes. So if he's drafted by them, there has to be somewhat problem with the guy because they're pretty good at picking out defensemen.
Yeah.
I just gotta say, I know he's on the left, so
Yeah,
like
you're not wrong.
I think he could be a guy that maybe, like if he's on the Marlies, he could maybe get a call up, see what you have, maybe
Yeah.
against him. I want to see is he a guy that will utilize his size? is he going to get physical? Is he like being a guy that big? Is he going to be able to like use that long stick to get it in the shooting lanes and passing lanes, and Are we a little
Can you
delayed?
still hear me?
No. Yeah, I can hear you now.
It was a little buggy for a sec. Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, my phone, my laptop circle came up and started going around, and then
Oh yeah.
it's I mean so I thought you lost me, but I'm back.
Okay, so
So what? Okay, you said something about Cade Weber's reach.
yeah, so I want to see like what kind of reach he can have. Like guy that size is going to have a long reach, especially with the stick. So like getting in the shooting lane, like getting the stick in the shooting lanes and passing lanes. So I want to see like that kind of stuff in training camp.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah,
It's
can he
nice
push
to have
guys
a
to the
guy with a
side?
long reach that can,
Yeah,
yeah,
and push guys to the side.
keep people on the perimeter, cut down on
Yeah,
one-time chances, cut down on
yeah,
rebounds getting smacked in. Like you want a guy who just makes your life miserable in the offensive end.
he can clear the net because he's big.
Yeah, like yeah, you want a guy you don't even want to stand in front of the goalie because you know you're gonna have his fucking fist in the back of your head. And not
Yeah,
punching, just pushing
yeah,
because he's so fucking tall.
exactly. So who do you got? I want to hear some of your defensive guys now.
Okay, so my first defenseman I've got is Will Villeneuve. He came from Sherbrooke, Quebec, 22 years old. He stands at 6'2", weighs 183 pounds, and he was drafted in 2020. He played for the Sea Dogs, the Marlies, and he got that vibe we just talked about where he's been in the system for a bit. He's in 2020, 21. He went to the Sea Dogs and played there in the queue again in 21, 22. Then in 22, 23, he came back to the Marlies, played 54 games and had 25 points. And the next season, he did 25 points again in 54 games. This guy's got some AHL experience, and it's about time we saw that guy come up. I've watched him play in the queue.
Yeah.
He's 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 got some stuff that we want to see in the back end, and the only reason we haven't seen him yet is because he's so young. But at 22, I think it's time. He's going to do some shit.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
also, he is not scared of the penalty box.
That's definitely another good sign
Last
for him.
season for the Marlies, he had 43 minutes in the box, and the year before, he had 32.
Yeah.
So clearly, he's got some snarl.
So can he take that leap over? Because I know like he is in the prospect pool, but like I know they're still really high on like Topi Niemela, who's also
And
22 and with
that's
a
the
right
thing.
shot. Right? I know they're both
That's
right.
also the
They're
thing.
both right shots, but how big
Right
is?
shots. That's the one thing I meant to say that because Topi
Yeah,
Niemela is also on my list.
yeah, I saw that there.
But
Yeah, Topi Niemela is
that
6
was
foot.
the other thing I was gonna say is with a defensive core like ours right now, I don't really think we will see Villeneuve
No,
in the regular season.
no, probably not.
But I'm excited to see him in the preseason because he's been around for 3 years now, and I think he's that Willie Nylander thing where like 2 or 3 years from now, he's gonna be like second line or second pairing, and everyone's got his jersey.
Yeah,
Because even in St. John, he had that fan favorite vibe.
Okay, yeah. So, yep. Okay. Who else do we have in here?
Well, Topi Niemela was mentioned briefly, and he's on the list, but I'd skip him because someone I'm excited to see, a hometown hero over here. Maybe not a hometown hero. Uh, he played 1 year for the Flyers, maybe 2 years for the Flyers, and then played hop, skip, jump with AHL for a while. But Phil Myers, man, don't sleep on Phil Myers. Philippe Myers.
I knew you were talking about him. And he has a right shot.
Yep. Yep. Remy went to school with him.
Oh wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's he's a pretty big guy too, right? I think he's like
Oh, yeah,
6'6" or something like that, 6'5".
Yeah, I got it here.
Yeah, 6'6", 220 pounds.
Yeah.
It's a big guy, and you said he's
Big.
physical too, right? So and physical.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think he could challenge Lilligren.
That's what I'm thinking, man. It could happen.
I think he might challenge Lilligren.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see him. And he's a right hand. We've got some right hands coming up.
That's great. We need them.
Yeah. And
Because it was
pretty much
Everett.
all of I'm pretty sure all of my yeah, they were all our HDs. Every
Yeah.
prospect. He was the last one
Well,
for
because
defense.
that's what you're looking, right? Because like no one's taken Riley's spot.
Oh, I had someone else. Actually, Noah Chadwick.
Yeah.
Buddy,
Okay. Yep.
Buddy he's an assist machine, man. I think last season he had 56 points, 44 of those were assists in 66 games.
And he's young too, teen.
Yeah. I think you're gonna see him one of those like point to point and in guys, or like
And he's
from the point and then into traffic guys.
Yeah, he has a left shot, but we are going to start needing some of those guys, especially
It's
like
eventually, yeah, we're gonna see the
yeah,
opposite of what we have now.
even if he can come in early as like the bottom sixth roll, and work his way up in the lineup to a top 4.
This year?
Like he could challenge like this year, next year, like eventually. I mean, like next year
Okay,
maybe.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because
Eventually,
he's going to go back. He's going to go back to junior
yeah, for sure.
at 19.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna. No, he'll have a fun preseason and that's it.
Yeah, that big guys to start like developing, because then it'll
Yeah,
be great.
it's nice to see us developing too. Like we're keeping some of
Yeah.
these younger guys around. Like Villeneuve, he's been in the system for 4 years now, and he's not. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like he's eager to go anywhere. And that's
Yeah.
the problem. We talked about this a couple episodes ago. That's the problem with Nick Robertson. And I hope we don't see that with some of these guys, is they don't get the time they're expecting right now, so they want to move. Like, be patient.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
You can't be a star
You have to
overnight,
be.
especially
No.
on a team that's already full of stars.
Yeah, you're chances are you're not going to be like a generational player,
No.
because they don't happen. You were been discovered if you're a generational player. Very, very, very rare is it. Like Tom Brady might be like one of the only exceptions.
Or like Tim Thomas.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, yeah, Tim
'Cause
Thomas,
at the
yeah,
time,
late
like,
bloomer, yeah,
Tom Brady is a different is like head and shoulders above Tim Thomas if you're talking like goats, right? But
yeah,
when Tim Thomas was playing in Boston, like he was one of the most popular goalies in the league, and he was never
yeah.
expected to be that.
No, he wasn't. You're right. Okay. Uh, any other kind of defenseman looking forward to? I know we got quite a few of these guys. Like besides that, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know what
didn't
we're
write any
really.
others. I didn't write any others
I'm looking at
down.
the names now. None of them really kind of jumped off the page to me. But now
No,
we're
I
getting
read
into
them
some
earlier.
forwards. Getting into some forwards, and there's a few here I'm kind of interested in.
Besides the Easton Cohens and Fraser Mittens.
Yeah, so those were
Just
ones I was actually going to leave. I was actually going to go talk about a couple where I want to see time for these guys to step up.
yeah.
So the two guys that first come to mind for me on both of those is Abrazizi is the first one.
Yeah.
Time to step up and see what are you? What are you going to be? Are you going to be a Marley? Are you going to make it to the NHL? You're 25 years old.
Yeah, like we do have some forwards that look like it's just you're
Starting
not
to
a
see what he
prospect
is.
anymore. You're a career
Yeah,
Marley.
it's what he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he probably is under that kind of, the other one right now, I would say he's right at that point is I watched him as a Pete, SDA, Simon Der Archenkev. This is where I wonder, okay,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and he is,
Right.
I think he's an RFA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I kind of want to see what he is. Maybe we won't. Maybe we will.
DA.
Yeah, SDA. I think it's time. Finally, time to see what he is. He is an RFA, but I don't know. It's time to see what he is. What are you?
And it's just so it's almost unfair because a lot of these prospects, if they were anywhere else, they'd already be like at least bottom 6 players in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
But you're auditioning for a band that's already on tour with all its members.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to crack. You're not gonna be the guy to go up and, "Oh, man, I'm a top prospect for the Leafs. I'm gonna go to training camp and find out I'm the first line center." It's not happening. That's taken. Second line center's taken. Third line center's probably taken. You might crack fourth, but I think we've got one of those too.
I still think we are looking for a third center. I don't think David Camp fits that role.
No, and I'd love to see someone replace Kent, but is it gonna be Abrzy, Dirt, anybody
SDA.
up there?
SDA, no, probably not. He is a center, a right-handed center. One guy I'm kind of looking at, he was playing really well in out in the W. I think he was in the W actually. Ty Voigt. I want to see what he is this year, this training camp too.
He's been
Small guy
around
though,
for a
5'10".
couple seasons, eh?
Uh,
Pre-seasons, I mean. Like, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure we saw him
yeah,
last year.
yeah. I think he's the guy that got hurt.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, kind of because he's going more likely at 20 on the Marlies. See what he is. Is he in the Marlies or is he going to be on the East Coast or like what is he too?
Do we have an East Coast affiliate right now?
Yes, I forget what the name of it is. They didn't announce it though. I Yeah, I've actually kind of want to see him in preseason. There's been a lot of hype around this guy. Is Nikita Grabankin?
Grab Yankin, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of see. I want to see what the hype about this guy is. Left
Yeah.
wing. So like, man, that's kind of one thing where they are kind of weak is the left wing. So if you got a guy that shoots left and playing the left wing, you know,
It would be nice. And
yeah, it would be great.
we could use it, but like you said, you got to see some of these guys crack it, right?
Yeah,
And some of these guys are returnees. Like we're seeing, we're seeing these guys return season after season, and they haven't done it yet. Preseason after preseason. Why do I keep saying just season? Anyway, you know what I mean.
mm-hmm.
I'd just like to see one of those guys shine and us be like, that guy's gonna make the team.
Kind of like Fraser Minton did last year. Who's gonna be him? That you know.
Where everyone was talking about him, right?
Mm-hmm. Had a great camp. Like, oh yeah, he wasn't like you're crazy to think he was going to just walk into the NHL and be something spectacular. Like, yeah, he's going to look like he doesn't belong in the first few games of actual NHL play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a step up.
Yeah, just a bit,
Yeah,
just a wee bit, just
just
a
a
bit,
little bit. You
just
just
a wee
go
bit.
from like junior or AHL to the biggest stage on earth.
Yeah, no big deal. Not a big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah. And from junior, like those guys, Minton and Cohen, like that's a huge
Uh,
step.
yeah, 100%. So we're getting into training camp. We're going to get into obviously like who do we think is going to play with who? What do we think Berrube is going to like do? Like,
And that's why I kind of laugh whenever we see like line projections at this time.
yeah,
Like you got, and people will throw up Sheldon Keefe lines. Like, man, we have no idea. We just know base like a bit of the skeleton, but he could throw us for a loop, man.
we have no idea
We've
because
got no fucking clue.
and I mean, oh yeah, he's going to be like this, but no, like, you think Sheldon Keefe's going to be the exact same coach in New Jersey? He's going to learn his lesson because he got fired.
Yeah.
He's going to move on from it. That's what professional coaches do. Berube, like, is he going to look at that, reflect on it? Okay, maybe I got to do this now.
Yeah, like he's stepping into a new gig. Not
Mm-hmm.
only are we getting a new coach, he's getting a new team, right? So we can't even judge how he
Yeah,
was in St. Louis.
exactly.
I mean, I've got some people I figure are gonna go where they've always gone. Like, I don't think Austin Matthews is gonna, on the opening day, be third line centerman.
No,
I don't think that's gonna happen. But like, I also can't tell you that Marner's gonna be on his right wing.
exactly. And that actually kind of brings me into like another question I had, and I didn't even tell you because I wanted to get like your actual reaction to it. Is like who do you think is going to thrive under Craig Berube? Like what players?
Anybody who plays old school hockey on
Mm-hmm.
that team, like rough and tough, like Max Domi,
Yeah.
I could see him top 6 by the end of November.
Okay.
Someone like Nick Robertson,
If he decides to sign.
if he decided to,
Yeah.
I would say he would be just as disappointed as he was the first time. because I don't think Berrube is going to be one of those guys that like takes it easy on the wimpy ones or the whiny
Yeah.
ones. I don't know what the word is, but like is easy on them. Like I don't think that if Mitch Marner is got his head down on the bench because he did something dumb, Berube is going to be like, "Oh, don't worry about it, guy." Like I think some of these wimpier players are going to really feel the wrath, and I think some of these rough and tough guys are going to get their chance. Like Domi,
That's yeah.
I think Matthews will
Reeves.
thrive,
I
and I
think yeah,
think
Matthews. Yeah. I
Nylander will
think yeah.
thrive.
I think
If someone like
even other
Riley,
role guys. Yeah, I think other role guys will even kind of thrive too.
yeah,
Like I could see, like David Camp
yeah.
maybe thriving
Like
because he
maybe we
is the
don't want a
defensive
new third
coach.
line centerman because he gets a light under his ass.
Maybe Yarncrook,
Another one.
right? Or Ryan
This whole
Reeves, the
team
tough
could
guy.
this whole team could look brand new.
Yeah.
They all could all thrive off him, but I really think the sandpaper guys are gonna like
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna fit in.
Yeah, 100%.
Someone like
I do too.
Riley, always like team first.
Yeah,
I think he could
maybe
thrive
even
off
Tanev,
that.
man. Maybe Tanev.
Tanev, yeah. But we've already got such high expectations on him.
Yeah, you're right.
Another thing I'd
So,
like to see miraculously is the Hackenpah guy.
yeah, that's. I think he actually finally came out. Did he not come out and say that his career was done?
Oh, I did not see that.
And maybe I don't know. Maybe I can't.
I saw a tweet saying that people should pray for him.
Yeah. Oh.
Is Hackenpah done hockey? Let's get to the bottom of this, shall we?
Oh no, I'm really excited for this preseason. Training camp coming, hockey starting. I'm really excited for the new season with us with the podcast, man. Watch alongs and post games. I'm excited for that.
Oh, it's gonna be sick. We got some
Oh,
guests.
yeah. Guests lined up. Also, you've been talking. We can kind of go, man, we got to get in a couple other sports. I think we maybe should look at maybe doing like kind of like watch alongs with UFC and boxing, maybe. And also, you were talking about football,
Yeah,
both of us. I think football would be kind of something fun to get into.
football. Yeah.
We, some free agents for some football teams. At least me. I don't know if you have a team yet.
Oh yeah, I already told you, right?
Oh, you're the Rams?
I'm going with the Rams, yeah, because I liked them before, so it's not
It's the
hard to
LA Rams, I think.
LA, yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked on Twitter. A lot of people said maybe the Bills. Uh, do I want another team that's going to disappoint me? Maybe do a poll or something. Choose a couple teams. Who knows? Be kind of fun. You think our takes in hockey are bad? Wait till we talk about football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super Bowl is going to be a big bowl for us.
Super Bowl.
So we're going to do that. Another thing you told me, we always keep in touch, obviously, through the summer. You're talking to me about adding merchandise, and you've been going thrifting with your wife and finding some cool like leaf stuff. So tell me about doing that, man. Like,
Okay, so yeah, Moncton's got a lot of thrift shops, and now that we've got a nanny once a week, or maybe even once every 2 weeks. If we don't get out every week, it's okay, but we try for once every 2 weeks at least to hit up thrift shops, and I just look through for all the not even just Leaf stuff, but like hockey stuff. So like yesterday I got this Felix Potvin mask.
Those are so dope. Do you remember those when those were at McDonald's?
Yeah, man. There was also the Tebow one, Jocelyn Tebow,
Yeah.
and Patrick Waugh, but they were in horrible shape.
Oh, really?
Like the mask was on Jocelyn Tebow, the mask was missing,
Yeah.
and on like it was a Montreal mask, so it must have been red, but the design was gone. And on the Patrick Waugh one, it was like scratched to fuck.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed because I used to have that Patrick Waugh one, and I would have loved to grab that one too, but I'm not paying $10 for something that's been basically shit on.
Yeah.
And
It's
then I
funny, eh?
also got that picture right there,
Yeah, that's dope.
an old school Leafs plaque, and
Yeah.
then this shirt right here. Don't know who Lauren is, but that's the name on the back. Lauren, and the number is 0.
So Lauren, eh?
I'll show you. I'll show you, man.
What? Lauren D.
Lauren D. 00.
Uh, okay. Well,
I don't know
good
who
for them.
she is, but thanks for the shirt. It was in the
Yeah.
dudes section. I bought it, and then I look at the back. I'm like, Lauren, that's a girl's name. Oh well,
Yeah.
I'll
Fuck it.
wear it.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds. Me and Cedric, he got two. I got him two Habs shirts, a Weber one and a Subban one, and then
Yeah, I saw those. Yeah. You posted
I
them on
we
Twitter.
both got the actual Wildcats practice T-shirts they wear for their dry land.
Okay. Dope.
And then I got like a Wildcats jersey T-shirt, the fake jersey that's a T-shirt with the number and the name on the back from some player from like 2016.
That's dope.
Yeah, man, every time we go in there, I'm just like grabbing all this shit, and my wife's looking at me just shaking her head like, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I got this hockey shirt and this hockey shirt. I got this one for Cedric." And then she'll be like, "What did you get for the other kids?" What did you get for the other kids? She tells me I get way too much stuff for Cedric.
Yeah.
But like hockey's our thing, right? So if I see a
Yeah.
T-shirt that fits me, then it's going to me. If I see a Montreal Canadiens shirt and it fits him, I'm not going to give it to Toby.
Exactly.
That don't make sense. But yeah, man,
Exactly.
thrift shopping is. Did you just say exact, Toby?
Exactly.
That's funny. Yeah, thrift shopping is my favorite thing to do now, man. Why would you pay I used to pay $30 for a T-shirt.
What are you
This
paying
one
now?
was
2?
3.
3? That's dope.
$3.
That's pretty sick.
I don't know what I was doing.
I know, it's so much cheaper, eh?
Yeah. And man, there's so much like hockey memorabilia, not even just clothes, man. Like, I don't know why people throw this shit out.
That's crazy.
So yeah. Also, merch, eh?
Merch?
Were we thinking of doing that?
I think we should.
I think those hats that I designed would be a sick place to start.
Yeah. With the new logo, yeah, with their new logo on that, absolutely.
Because that logo is fucking like,
Yeah,
that's like what you would see on the bottom of a skateboard.
yeah. Or you know
Like
what'd be
someone
really
who's
dope to do with
stickers.
that is like a hockey jersey.
Oh, Puckin Stoner
Just with the
Dads jerseys.
like a baby blue jersey with that on it. Or black even.
Oh, man.
Right?
So many ideas.
Yeah. Let's do a merch store. Let us know. At YouTube, let us know in the comment section. Should we do some merch? We'll
Yeah.
maybe look at doing that. I think that'd be really fun.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like a black hoodie with that logo on, like right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
With Puckin Stoner Dads on the back.
Yeah.
Number 420.
Exactly.
Oh, every hockey jersey is number 420. That would be great.
Yeah.
So many ideas. We have smoked too much tonight.
So, episode 22. What I think we should do. We got to do a kind of season kind of preview. Where we think everyone's going to be, where we think the division's going to go, what place. Take a guess at random awards, who's going to win in points, goals, prediction kind of season. Next episode. Definitely make sure
Then
you
at the end of the
tune in for that
season,
one.
at the end of the season, we should look back.
Yeah. Oh, mid season we're going to do it.
That's good idea too.
Yeah, mid season we're going to do that. We're going to do some research. We're going to make our list. We're going to take some guesses at like what should we guess, like breakout years, comeback years, stuff like that.
Good stuff.
I think we should definitely look at doing that. I think we've covered pretty much everything. We're about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit less with some of the delays we've had tonight, but I think that pretty much does it. I had a lot of fun. It was great getting to talk again, bro.
Yes, man. I actually, next off season, I do not want to fucking go that long without doing shows.
Yeah, we gotta find some way to do this for sure.
With more sports, I feel like it'll be more around the clock.
Baseball. We'll get in maybe in golf too in the summer. So golf's a fun one. Can be.
Should we maybe tell, or should we wait on the whole baseball announcement / who might be joining us periodically?
We're gonna wait on that one.
Good idea.
Yeah, we're gonna wait on that one for sure.
Myself.
Yeah. Make sure to check us out on the next one, guys. Definitely can't wait to see you. Until then, everyone. Catch you at the next one.
Peace.
Bye.
Sounds great.
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, check out our social medias. We are now on Spotify and Apple Podcast.